Well, the week's public hearings on the impeachment probe of President Trump are over.
The last two people to testify focused on the wider picture about Ukraine, Russia, and the 2020 elections. And CBS 2's Randy Page is here to take us inside today's hearings on Capitol Hill.
Now, we think these are the last two witnesses. But today, Nancy Pelosi was saying maybe not. There could be more.
Oh, like Bolton, maybe? John Bolton?
Only in their dreams, at least probably at this point. But as it stands right now, the last two witnesses in this phase of the probe, lawmakers told lawmakers disturbing stories about high-level phone calls and how all this is playing into Russia's hands.
And he said, no, big stuff like the Biden investigation that Mr. Giuliani is pushing.
And he then, in the course of that discussion, said that Rudy Giuliani was a hand grenade that was going to blow everyone up.
I've never seen anything like this in my foreign service career.
This is exactly what the Russian government was hoping for.
Fiona Hill, a former national security expert on Russia and Europe, and David Holmes, a staffer at the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine, told lawmakers what they knew about the White House pressuring Ukraine to investigate Joe and Hunter Biden. Holmes vividly recalled a July 26th phone call between President Trump and EU Ambassador Gordon Sondland.
You heard President Trump ask Ambassador Sondland, is he going to do the investigation?
Yes, sir.
President Trump pushed back on Twitter. Never have I been watching a person making a call, which was not on speakerphone, and been able to hear or understand a conversation.
Democrats might not be focused on facts, but Republicans will continue to double down on the truth and expose those for what it is, a political hit job on the president.
While most Republicans continue to voice their opposition to the hearings, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says it's not over. More witnesses might be called.
I believe that the truth will set us free. The president has said to me, the call was perfect. I said to him, the call was perfectly wrong.
Well, Congress is on recess. I'm sure they're ready for it, but a vote on impeachment could take place in the House next month, and if it goes through, the Senate will take it up next year.